Why? Why, Warner Brothers? Why did you not fucking release this version in theaters? Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice (parentheses Ultimate Edition). You guys know the story about this movie. I've reviewed it multiple times already. I'm not gonna say everything word for word what's on my mind of this film. I already gave my thoughts in those reviews. It's just now I've seen this version that's called the Ultimate Edition, which is 30 extra minutes, and what I've heard was gonna add scenes back into the movie that kind of like helped improve on you know what the story was about and give it more meaning. You guys know my thoughts about what I've said about this movie. I loved it. I was one of the few that actually liked it. I enjoyed for what it was. I understood everything, even though some things could have been handled better. So for me, I'm coming as a viewer that enjoys it. I wanted to see if it enhanced it, and does it enhance? It enhances it a lot. Seriously, like this one makes that one make a piece of shit, and this one was just so superior to the DC canon. This felt so much like a true Man of Steel 2 sequel. And just in case, guys, I don't know if I'm going to spoil stuff out of this movie, but if you're seeing this review, make sure that you've seen the movie in general, so the only things that might be spoiled are the things they added. So the thing that the movie centers so much on the Africa scene. We got a couple more minutes in Africa. We understood more now why Superman's being blamed for what he did, and why Lois is so obsessed with this bullet. And and then later on, even the court scene was we were able to understand it better, and it gave it more reasoning. And it was those little things that you're like, oh, okay, instead of us trying to interpret it. I know we don't want to get food spoon fed for everything, but there's some things that felt really missing here, and now we covered that void, and now I understand it more. And it was great seeing stuff like that being put back in the film. And then scenes were being switched. I noticed, because I keep out things for this. I noticed, like, the reintroduction to Batman, how he's in that one scene where he's like hanging out from the walls. That shot was put in first after the whole introduction of Metropolis and the whole scenes of Africa. And then I just, it was scenes like those that I noticed that, oh yeah, they cut these scenes here and then other ones over here. I was like, it fit way better. There's even other shots I thought, this doesn't make sense when I was watching in theaters. And now and then when I saw this version, I'm like, oh, there we go. It's like they read my mind. The scene fit well and it flowed better. And then we were able to cut to another scene that was in between. And I was just like, my goodness, just the editing process of this film was better. And the movie and the movie was 3 hours, but it went by so faster because it just, you got a better understanding of the film. It was great getting little tidbits, like seeing how Batman would sneak into LexCorp to get the kryptonite, and it's just great seeing that little glimpse in the security footage, where what he did, and you get the idea. I'm like, oh yeah, this is Batman. That's how Batman rolls. Superman got more scenes to do. He was able to. We were able to see him go to Gotham and investigate more, and in the other one, we were told to care that Superman is angry at Batman too. In this one, they were able to flesh out more that he wanted to stop Batman as much as Batman hated Superman. It was just great. They added so much. This movie, the first 2/3 of the film, of the 3-act structure, so much was cut out. And I'm like, oh my god, how did you guys release that other cut and missed out on this opportunity? I know you guys care about money and all, but my goodness, if you want us to support you guys gotta give us a good product. And this one, even though it was 3 hours, so many people might have gone back after another. Give it more of your guys' money because they love the film. Everybody's motives in this movie understand even better, more. Even Lex Luthor, who is still a little annoying to me, you get him better, and he's more fleshed out, and everything just pays off better. Even the action, with Doomsday, there was little parts that they put back in. Just seeing those things was entertaining too. a couple of 10 to 15 seconds made a difference with this movie. And yes, everything that Superman had to do in this film just felt like the continuation of Man of Steel. You just brought in Batman into the situation now. And this became like, now their movies together. They each shared the screen out. As much as I'm a big Batman fanboy, and I am, I'm glad that he got so much screening in the theatrical cut. But it was nice for Batman to share with Superman half of this film, and felt like half Man of Steel 2 and half, like the origins of Batman, just like the Batman we're gonna get to know for future films. It had a blend of both. There are still problems there, don't get me wrong. There may be some things that people are gonna hate, like the Martha scenes and all those that people complain. So for those that want to check it out, still give it another chance that hated it, you might find those there. But even those people, or just people that loved it, you might, those that hated it might appreciate it. Now those who loved it are gonna love this even more. So yeah, this is still not a perfect movie, but seriously, this one is 1,000 times way better than the other one. I'm gonna have to give Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition, a B plus. I gave the other one a B plus, but honestly, I could understand it. People said, like, they were like, it's a B for me, or it's a B minus. This is a solid, strong B plus. This is an improvement to what the other one was, and I congratulate whoever decided to fix everything back and show this to the public. That is my opinion, guys, for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition. Let me know, guys, in the comments below if this enhanced, your experience for the film. Did you hate it and did you love it? Or those who liked it, did you guys even love it more? So let me know in the comments below. And as always, roll an empire. Laugh, smile, repeat.